Alrighty, today we're talking about work from home jobs that are not all customer service. That's right, we have a very beginner-friendly claims processing job. Yep, the kind of job that'll get you into bigger and better opportunities. We also have a very entry-level legal admin position and a part-time flex schedule job. So let's start off with the easy claims processing job. It comes to us from the company Machinify. They've been around since 2016 and they provide an AI-powered software platform designed to automate and optimize the healthcare claims lifecycle. They have an opening for a claims administrator. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on the job description nor on the application. So this job is very beginner friendly. It's a great opportunity to get your foot in the door, pick up some skills, learn some experience, and take what you have learned onto bigger and better opportunities. But you may not want to do that too soon because I think this job is a pretty good payer, especially because they're really not requiring a whole lot of experience in any capacity. So in this job, you'll be responsible for supporting efficient claims processing and ensuring data accuracy throughout the review and auditing process. This involves performing incoming claim reviews, organizing data, assigning statuses, and routing completed files to auditors while maintaining document hygiene and adhering to internal procedures. They tell us this position requires close collaboration with internal teams to manage import queue, reconcile balances, validate charges, identify and address errors, and facilitate claims routing. You'll oversee the intake and output of files, respond to inquiries, resolve discrepancies, and ensure efficient communication regarding claims. Additionally, you may also analyze data trends, monitor file sharing processes, verify data transfer accuracy, and ensure appropriate volume levels are maintained. And you'll also do a whole bunch of data entry and other administrative tasks. So that sums up what you're going to do on a regular basis. They prefer, but they don't require, they prefer you have experience in medical record review and knowledge of medical terminology. Now, if you don't have that kind of knowledge, don't worry. In the description area, I have a link to a really good free resource where you can pick up medical terminology. You're proficient in Microsoft Office Suite, Adobe Acrobat, and multi-monitor setups. You're also adaptable to company-specific software. So in other words, you can multitask, you have no problem looking at a couple monitors at the same time, and you're a pretty quick learner. You're able to get comfortable using the programs they use. So then this job description goes on to explain what they expect from you within the first 3 months and the first year. Basically, you'll develop a strong understanding of the role and you'll have mastered the tasks and responsibilities of the position, executing them with confidence and efficiency. Now onto the salary. It's a really good salary for a very entry-level opportunity. They tell us they'll pay you $24 per hour. So that's why I'm saying this is the kind of job that, yes, it will lead to bigger and better opportunities, but you may not want to leave this job anytime soon because it's very entry-level, and check out that salary, $24 per hour. So our next work from home job is for a legal support specialist with the company Remax, and you're going to work in the Moto Mortgage division of Remax. This job is full-time, it is remote, however, they're only hiring remotely in a handful of states. As we scroll down to the bottom of the job description, they tell us they're headquartered in Denver, Colorado, and then they tell us certain roles may be location-specific. However, in addition to Colorado, we welcome qualified candidates in the following states: Arkansas, California, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Massachusetts, Michigan, Ohio, and Texas. So if you live in one of those states, you're definitely good to apply for this remote position, but you need to get your application in by April 23rd, 2026. So if you live in one of those states, let's get into the details of this position. So what you do is support the Moto legal team by assisting with review and drafting of transaction franchise legal documents, including franchise disclosure documents, franchise agreements, renewals, transfers, terminations, letters of understanding, and other legal correspondence. This role will be attorney supervised and coordinate internally with multiple departments to keep track of legal documents and deadlines, organize attorney workflows, and help manage billing and third-party relationships. This position also supports general franchisor operations and process improvement initiatives. So yep, a lot of admin work in this position. You'll draft, edit, and process company-owned contracts and related documents while developing a comprehensive understanding of all Moto legal contracts and documents. You'll monitor, evaluate, and communicate franchise contract performance to supervising attorney to determine the need for amendments, letter agreements, or contract extensions, coordinate and manage interdepartmental relationships to process and maintain contracts efficiently, organize and assist with attorney workflow, and act as a point of contact for billing and collections matters. And for this job, they want you to have strong drafting and editing skills. You're highly detail-oriented. A college degree is required. But they're not saying if that's an associate's or a bachelor's degree. They want you to have 1 to 2 years administrative, transactional, legal experience, and you're flexible to work in a hybrid or remote environment. And we're all about working remotely. And you know what? When it comes to requiring a college degree, if I was interested in this job and I don't yet have a college degree, but I am taking classes, whether during the day or at night after my day job, I think I would still go for this position. Okay, so then you also need excellent written communication skills for high volume of correspondence with internal and external customers. You have strong verbal communication and interpersonal skills. You can adapt to changes. You have an understanding of legal concepts and terminology, and you're proficient in Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Adobe Acrobat, Outlook, and Teams. And you also have an aptitude for adopting new technology. So basically, you're a quick learner with technology. And I saw the salary on this job description. Yep, right here they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $45,000 to $55,000 per year. So our last opportunity is a part-time flex schedule position. It comes to us from Bobble Bar. They provide affordable fashion accessories, and they've been around since 2011. So we're looking at their careers page, and we can see they have a few remote opportunities open right now, but it looks like the majority of the remote jobs are available only in the New York City area. But the one I'm talking about right now is for this photo retoucher. This job is part-time. It is remote anywhere within the United States. You don't have to live in New York for this position, and you'll work 20 hours a week between the hours of 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Time Zone hours. So just translate your local hours to those hours. So yep, it looks like you'll have some flexibility in the hours you'll work. So they're seeking a skilled and experienced e-commerce photo retoucher who's passionate about delivering high quality, visually appealing images. You'll collaborate with the creative team and photographers to retouch product still life and on-figure images for the e-commerce platform and wholesale partners. You'll ensure consistency in image quality, color accuracy, and style across all product categories, and retouch and enhance images to meet the brand's visual standards while maintaining a natural and authentic look. You'll rename photos and products according to provided brand guidelines, accurately identify files on the internal network, and follow a detailed workflow, and exchange feedback and communicate effectively with the creative team to achieve the desired outcome. And you'll do all that while working effectively under tight deadlines, managing and prioritizing multiple projects simultaneously. They want you to have proven experience as a freelance e-commerce photo retoucher for at least 1 year with a strong portfolio showcasing before and after samples. You're proficient in using Adobe Photoshop, and you have a solid understanding of color correction, image enhancement, and masking technologies. You have a strong sense of aesthetics to maintain the brand's visual identity, and you're able to work independently as well as collaboratively. It's a huge plus you're familiar with Capture One. You have an understanding of e-commerce photo standards and requirements, and it's a plus, but it's not required. It's a plus you're familiar with various product categories, including jewelry, fashion, and accessories. So for this part-time work-from-home job, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $25 to $28 per hour, plus it looks like they'll offer a benefit package and a company laptop. So that does it for this one. In fact, we just went over a nice little selection of work-from-home jobs. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And if you're looking for more opportunities, you can find some in this video right here. So thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.